So as many of you know, Skyrim just did a big new update, and some of it is really bad, and some of it is really good. And so what I want to talk to you right now is about what's going on with all of this, as well as how it may be bad for the community, or really good. I don't know yet. So before we just dive in, let's talk about what the update is. So here we are in the official Elder Scrolls Bethesda site with the patch notes, and let's go over them really fast. Introducing Bethesda Game Studio Creations. And then you say, okay, well, what else do they have? Steam Deck support for the PC. Really nice job. Big fan of that. I have a Steam Deck. Ultra wide monitor support. I don't have one of those, but people love wide monitor support. Some basic patch notes, basically recapping what they just said, as well as 100 other hilarious bug fixes. But here's the big kicker right here. This paragraph. Creations offers an enhanced platform, not just for accessing community-made content for Skyrim Special Edition, but also empowering developers and enthusiasts to bring their creations to a wider audience. Not bad. Okay, you have my interest. Players can now browse and download content directly within the in-game Creations menu. Learn more about Creations in our official announcement. Okay, I want to learn more about Creations. Maybe now it's finally easier to download mods straight from the game itself. So, we follow the link, and I have this right here. And so that link takes us here, and then it kind of goes through like this typical sales pitch that you'd see. For dozens of years, yada yada yada, community made content, but here's the real line right here that you need to be made aware of. And this is kind of where all the confusion strikes. Creators can put up their own creations for players to enjoy, or even apply to Bethesda Game Studios' verified creator program to set prices for their own creations. That's the important line here. I want you to remember that. To set their prices. So Bethesda isn't charging for all mods, okay? They are giving modders the opportunity to charge for their content, all right? That's right. Become a verified creator, and you could earn royalty for each of your creations sold within Skyrim Special Edition. Okay, now, so let's learn about that. So here's another page re-explaining the verification. Basically showcase what you do, subtle tweaks, yada yada yada, but it's this paragraph right here. In addition to the ability to upload free creations, we are excited to announce that Bethesda Game Studios' verified creator program, big mouthful, if you are admitted, you may send your content through our official vetting process, and, if approved, sell them in the creations menu. Verified creators receive a royalty from each creation sold. So basically, you can apply to charge for your mods. And then Bethesda's going to go look through you. Are you good or bad? Do you hit our criteria? Go through your mod and then choose whether you're worthy to, charge for your content or not. As well as, and here's the big line, receive a royalty from each creation sold. Okay? That's the big line right here. So when a modder sells their content, they only receive a royalty from that cut. But right now at this moment, I don't know the split, and if you figure it out, let me know in the comments. But basically, this is a huge throwback to when Skyrim tried to charge for their mods earlier, years and years ago, back in 2015. But it was a little different back then. And this article done by Inverse did a really good job explaining it. And here's the highlighted paragraph you can kind of read on your own time. But basically, Skyrim and Steam allowed for people to start charging for mods on their own, and the community got really angry and started making things like give me money for no reason mods, just to troll the website. And it went so bad, it was taken down within the week, and people just sort of moved on, okay? So, what's happening now is basically the same thing, but with small tweaks so that Bethesda can come out on top. And which is basically, they still want to charge for mods, they still want to put it on the creator to choose when it's appropriate to charge for mods, but the big difference here is they want to handpick who gets to charge. That's the big thing here. So the Reddit community was kind enough to go collect what is allowed for paid mods. They did all the digging and figured out the criteria to become pretty much a verified person to charge for your mods. And so basically they can't rely on other mod resources, they must be new, they cannot use AI, they have to do appropriate content, so no pictures, and they have to have proper mod installers supported by Bethesda. And here's what that means. So there are people out there, and I know one of them, that have literally terabytes worth of mods, that love running 150, 200 mods at the same time, but pretty much what they need to run that massive list of mods, they need supporting mods to help run all the mods, or something like a mod manager, like Mod Organizer 2 or Vortex, it's all there in the subreddit. or just basically a script mod to help everything run smoothly. And so there's been a lot of complaints since the most recent update that these unsupported mods, such as the launchers or the organizers or the script mods or the supportive mods, not all of them are supported, so their long list of mods aren't running properly. So basically, if you're one of these people affected, you're going to have to do the extra work and kind of figure out how to make them work again. And I don't know how to help you with that. But the good news is that this is an optional feature, and there are already tons of big modders out there that are outright saying that they are not going to charge for their mod. So for those of you that don't want to pay, that's good news, because this is an optional thing, and it seems that Bethesda is going to be pretty picky-choosy on who gets the rights to charge for their mods. So now, does this mean that people who work really hard on creating mods get to charge for their content? Well, honestly, I don't know. There's people out there who made Falkscar that spent tons and tons of hours creating a whole new map, a whole new world, voice lines, creative quests. Do they deserve to charge for their mods? I don't know. That's really up to the community. And honestly, let me know in the comments what you think for that. So here's my opinion on what's going on here. And again, there's no facts to this. Everything I've said so far was supported by facts. I went and did all the research and digging before I just started ranting on the camera. Here's what I think this means for the future. I think Bethesda is trying to create a community where it's okay to charge for mods. And they want to do this early or start right now. And they want to start this right now because I think they're trying to test what works, what doesn't work again. How can they charge for mods? How can they make extra money before the next Skyrim game comes out? Because I bet you by the time that game comes out, all of this will be fleshed out and running at full speed. Now, do I think this is going to go away? No, I don't. I don't think this is going to go away. They already updated it into the game. It's probably very permanent. There are already lists on the Skyrim subreddit of people who are already charging for their content. So I think this is all prep for the future games and for the future content. I think they're just kind of going through and seeing what works, testing it out with the community, how they're going to react, what works best for everyone. But that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and that's it. I just wanted to share this news with you. Hopefully this all makes more sense. So Bethesda isn't charging for all mods. They're just allowing option for modders to charge for their content, which may be a good or bad thing. I don't know. All right, see y'all later. Bye-bye.